Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Is it working?
Testing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Off the Lip radio show. Doing all the look, I'm doing all the gadgets. See that?
It's impressive.
It's right.
Techie.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Guy Kawasaki, for showing me how to do this. Another Off the Lip radio show with my guest today, Chelsea K. Brown. The K stands for Kailani. And she wrote a book. In fact, no. She wrote a children's book called
The Little Wahine.
I'm gonna have you pull in closer.
The Little Wahine.
I'm gonna have you pull the whole thing in. You closer.
Oh, me?
You,
okay,
yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. There we go. And we are on the shores of the Monterey Bay at a top secret location. Top secret.
007 top secret.
And she's been on a lot of shows lately. She's been on Event Santa Cruz, podcast. The Off the Lip radio show is way down the list.
No way.
But I'm on it. I got her on here. And thank you to my dear friend, the one and only, the legend, Mr. David Dennis.
David Dennis is a legend.
Yeah.
I refer to him as the Wizard of Oz of Santa Cruz.
Oh, yeah.
He just connects you to the right people.
He's got his fingers in lots of pies. That Dennis guy. Okay, so The Little Wahine is a children's book about what?
A children's book about empowering a mindset of courage, perseverance, and resilience to ride the waves of change.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
That's a lot of words.
It's a lot of words.
A lot of big words. Now, our kid's if I'm gonna give that kid a book to an 8-year-old, and I tell them exactly what you just told me, are they gonna go, "What the hell are you talking about?"
They're probably gonna have to see the book. We're really focused on providing that knowledge through a series of chapters.
Okay.
The chapters speak to topics like protect Mother Earth, as well as celebrate your journey. And some of the photos is really here if I can actually.
Yeah, you wanna.
I gotta have someone else.
Yeah, I'll hold that. Look at this. I'm holding my microphone. That microphone.
So, let's break it down. So basically, every chapter starts with mother's son, and a chapter reminding of the little girl you're going to grow up to be very important one day.
Yep.
Here's some guidance along the way. And then has beautiful photos in a rhyming Dr. Seuss-like pattern to inspire the message. And then it ends with the mother moon really celebrating the little girl to get out into the world. And so the book is just a bunch of beautiful art.
Yeah.
We were lucky enough to have Jazz Meyer illustrate the book. Here's some images. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, who's Jazz Meyer?
Jazz Meyer is a graphic. Here, I'll grab Jazz Meyer is a graphic designer based in Byron Bay, Australia.
Okay. Was that hard to do? Was it hard to figure out Byron Bay, Australia is not next door. Was that difficult to do, organized, being so far apart, or was it easy?
So it took about 2 years.
Yeah.
We've been working, so our designer, Jihi Kim, is based in Santa Cruz, or is based in San Francisco.
Okay.
She's originally from South Korea.
Right.
Jazz is Australian, based in Byron Bay, and then I'm based here in Santa Cruz. And so, yeah, the last 2 years has been a lot of emails and Google Meets to make the book come to life. It's
a big book, too.
Yeah.
Because that's the first thing. When I saw that thing online, or you showed it to me, I think you said, I go, damn, that's a big book. I mean, some kids would have a hard time picking that thing up, but...
They're getting stronger. They're weightlifting.
But the book, the kid in the book is you, correct?
You mean the front cover?
No, the whole thing.
Oh,
it was about your childhood? Is about your childhood?
So the series of chapters are really encouraging and from the life lessons I learned from my mother.
Yeah.
So people who don't know me, are like, Chelsea grew up in the Bay Area. People who do know me know that I was originally born in Honolulu, Hawaii, and I was born as a ward of the state, meaning that you basically are going to enter foster care. And instead of going into foster care, I hit what I call the mother lottery, and was raised in the Bay Area, was sent to the top private schools.
Okay, hang on, let's back up a second. Mother lottery being what?
Of having Dr. Joanna Brown as my mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did she adopt you?
She did.
Yeah.
She did. She adopted my sister and I.
And Dr. Brown is
She is my mother.
Okay.
She's also an anesthesiologist.
Okay, where?
She's based in Menlo Park
Okay.
currently.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her to move.
So you got a kind of a golden ticket. You got lucky.
A golden ticket. I'm lucky. We
Right.
got a golden ticket, and the reality is, Neil, is not everyone gets a golden ticket.
Right.
And so the whole point of the book is,
Right.
can we provide the life lessons that if you're not lucky enough to have two parents, even one parent, one person, that you could learn these life lessons that I have found in my life to help empower this,
Right.
as you say, wordy but very important courage, perseverance, and resilience.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you I'm in the bookstore, I'm in Bookshop Santa Cruz, I pick up the book, right? I pick up the book, and what is a parent gonna be able to? How do you guess, or how do you calculate how a parent's gonna show that to their kid? Just reading it to them, or?
Yeah, so it's definitely one of those, the aesthetic that we see is that this book could be lying around your home, and it's it's a beautiful book.
It was beautiful, yeah.
And it could be lying around the home, and your child could just kind of flip through the pages, and it's something that we want to have parents and their kids kind of come back to at natural points of their day.
Right.
You probably won't be reading the whole book, every chapter at bedtime, since one of my friends captured it. They're like, Chelsea, you didn't create a children's book. You created a life lesson textbook.
I was gonna, yeah. It's like it looks like I think about it when I was doing some research on it as the 4 agreements for kids.
That after the 8 agreement, the book?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I think of it as the 4 agreements for kids. That you have a book like the 4 agreements, and that is now channeled towards children, but yet the parents can talk to their kids about life lessons and resiliency and perseverance.
Yes.
Which in today's world, kids have to have that.
Have to.
Because the way shit's happening right now with schools, and there's no schools, and what's going on in our world,
Yep.
kids have to be resilient.
They do. And you're going to get, one thing in my life is, at the exterior, right, you can see things like, so my day job is currently a UX researcher on the core infrastructure team at Google Cloud. And you see like the exterior of like, oh, she works in tech for a big tech company. Well, I can tell you that I've had more rejection than you've ever received from different jobs, from different career paths. And the thing that I have found to be the most successful thing is just not quitting, not giving up.
So you've been able to accept the word no,
Yeah.
right? You know.
I also talk about saying no, and
Because I'm not.
importance.
That's
Yeah.
one of the things I always say. Like, I'm not afraid of the word no.
Yes.
I've heard the no many times.
It was
if you
my
s-
first word, actually.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask my mom. Yeah. No. Hold my hand.
So is that something? It's in here?
Yeah. Literally. Let's talk about the chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Take your time. There's no rush.
Take your time.
People are watching you.
Reporting live from off the lip. Okay.
And if you missed last night's show with State Senator, or soon-to-be State Senator John Laird, it's on the Off the Lip Radio Show Facebook page, and iHeart, and Spotify, and Amazon Music, and Pandora, everywhere.
Appreciate you. Okay, so here's the chapter.
Okay.
Little Wahine, protect that precious spirit of
I'm going to
yours.
read it, okay?
And-
Little Wahine, protect that precious spirit of yours, and remember that saying no is always a completely fine course.
Yeah.
Very well said.
Yeah. Little girls need to learn that saying no is completely fine,
Of course.
and you don't need to be a nice girl.
And that's all you have to
yes.
say is no.
Yeah.
You don't have to follow up with anything else.
Period.
You don't have to explain yourself.
Period.
No. Fuck no.
Oh.
Right?
Whatever works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really what we're trying to inspire with this book, is that the topics in life like self-love, race, bring people together, celebrate your journey, right? Being proud of who you are,
Right.
and the complexity of that, to bring up those dialogue in day-to-day conversation, which could be really hard, right? Any parent, I'm not a parent, but any person can know you quickly can get in this cycle of life.
Right.
And it's hard to stop and just have a conversation about some meaningful topics.
Yeah. Can you tell us where people can find the book? and we're going to say it, I'm going to say it, make sure we say it 3 or 4 times during the show, but where can people find this book? How do they get the book?
So you can find the book. We wanted to do things for free, or do things differently.
Hang on a second. First of all, if you go to a bookstore, you can find this book. This is the biggest children's book I've ever seen. It's like a little children's book. It's a big book.
It's a big book.
Yeah, it's great.
Packing a punch.
Packing a punch. But where can people find it again?
So you can actually read it for free on our Instagram at the Little Wahine.
Okay, really?
Yeah, you can read it for free. We, I guess it's the tech background, but Instagram has 500 million daily active users. So we're thinking how better to empower this mindset than provide it for free on one of the most active platforms there are. And so we posted it for free.
Yeah.
And then you can support the book coming to life in physical form through the link in the bio on Instagram or on Kickstarter. And the link is there. Just tap it. We've raised almost $15,000 of $30,000 to bring the book to life.
Let's hit the Kickstarter a little bit here. Where can people find the Kickstarter?
So the Kickstarter, the link is on the Instagram page.
Okay, all right.
Linked in the bio.
That's it.
Yep, done. You can also go to Kickstarter and just search the Little Wahine. It'll pop up.
The day you had an idea to when you wanted to do the book was when?
It was about 2 years ago. I was 28, and I did a solo surf trip to
that's right.
New Zealand, and Fiji.
Fiji surf, yeah.
It was incredible. It actually, we were supposed to go to Tavarua and Namotu, but then a local was like, what did he say? He said, what? He was like, he said something about it just being, I forget the saying, it made me laugh, but he was like, no, we're going up the Yasawas. So we ended up snaking through the Yasawas on a sailboat with no one around us. Right. And it was
beautiful. Yeah.
It was a little morbid, but
Why was it morbid?
I could have died of happiness.
Yeah.
It was like that feeling you get where you're just like, this is
pinnacle.
Yeah,
right.
it's
the Mount Everest of beauty.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Right? Of the Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the people of Fiji are incredibly beautiful.
Because they're all on all sucking down the tea.
Well,
they're all,
I don't know about
right?
that.
They're all in
They're
all in the kava. But it's funny, the Fiji people, I've been there several times, and they're in first gear with the handbrake on. Now here in California, everyone's in like fifth gear with the handbrake off and the foot on the gas, right? You get to Fiji, they're in first gear, the handbrake's on. They are not in a hurry to do anything.
The slower pace. I particularly loved meeting the children of the different islands.
Yeah.
I mean, you just talk about the most beautiful little kids you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Smiles from ear to ear.
Yeah.
And it was really cool.
So, what do you want? What's the goal for the book? What do you want it to do?
Well, besides empowering this mindset, I think the overall dream is that little girls, little boys, kids everywhere in the world would just be able to be confident in their story and who they are, whether, wherever they're from, whether they are from shit luck,
right?
They are in the foster care system, knowing that they can use that narrative for good and to embrace their story as a unique one in their own. That mindset is the most important thing. And as well as, I would say, Neil, the other thing is being able to also inspire the parents, who might have forgotten, like, what gets them excited, the young Little Wahine and all of us.
Right.
Like, it's been we did some user interviews between parents or guardians and their kids. And there were tears, of like, I wish someone would have read this to me.
Right.
And it's an emotional book.
Right.
So I'm not trying to stay surface level.
No.
Book.
Good. So the Kickstarter program for you to make money, or is it so you can print more books so you can give them to the kids in foster care or whoever you want your audience to do?
Yeah. So the $30,000 allows us to be able to print locally in Santa Cruz. So Community Printers is a printing cooperative that's been here since 1972, and we are partnering with them. So unfortunately, COVID's been so hard that they might not wither the COVID storm.
Right.
And they're actually, right now, they have some accounts that are keeping them afloat. But the honor would be to have a big enough volume of print to actually help them.
Yeah.
And so the $30,000 first helps us support local business.
Yeah.
Second, it allows us to print on FSC grade paper
Okay.
for a stewardship council. Their
Right.
job is
Right.
to protect rainforests.
Right.
And then the third is to be able to donate hundreds of copies to orphanages, to foundations. We're inspired by foundations like Me Water
Yeah.
up the coast.
Yeah.
They're doing incredible work. And to be able just to give free copies
Right,
to
right.
people doing great work
Yeah.
already.
Your favorite chapter is?
Ooh, that's hard. That's
Come on.
hard. Okay, can I get
Don't tell me.
two?
Don't tell me no.
Two?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I would say the end one, celebrate living. I would say that's the one that kind of sends chills down my body. Can I read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want you to read it.
Okay,
Give me
cool.
the microphone.
Okay, appreciate you. One team, one dream.
You listen to Chelsea K. Brown right here on the Off the Lip Radio Show, Facebook on Santa Cruz Waves, and she wrote this children's book called.
The Little Wahine.
So we're discussing the book with her. We're somewhere in Santa Cruz, and you take notice of this book. We're going to find out where you're going to be able to get it, where you can find it. It's on Instagram for free, all kinds of stuff. So she's going to read a couple of chapters here in the book for us today.
So, like Neil mentioned, my favorite chapter is Celebrate Living. So, here it is.
Yeah. The Little
Wahine.
Wahine. Yeah, you read it.
Oh, you want to read
No,
it? I
you-
see you. Read
I
it.
do, yeah. The Little Wahine. You're going to grow up to be very important one day. Oh, wait a minute. You're skipping a line. You skipped a line. Go back.
Excuse me.
Here's some guidance for you along the way.
Yes, of course.
Little Wahine, celebrate living each and every day. I love this book. This is great. Little Wahine, life moves fast. We never know when the simple gift will go away. Little Wahine, live your life. Make it the best it can be. Little Wahine, live in the moment. Seize opportunities. Become the best Wahine you can be. Little Wahine, as you explore this world, just know I'll be here clapping and cheering for you. Go, Little Wahine, go.
You're going to make me cry.
Good. What does celebrate living mean to you?
So this page is about being
Oh,
able to
yeah, you can
provide-
create,
Yep.
write, or draw what you feel.
Yeah.
So it gives you space to be creative.
Yes. We want to nurture doodling,
Yeah.
drawing.
Yeah. Can I read that?
Yes.
Epilogue. Some years went by, unapologetic about the woman she had become. She rose to conquer every challenge with grace and aloha. She loved fearlessly, using the spirit of her younger self as her North Star. With the poise of a queen and the mana of the Little Wahine, there is, and never will be, a wave she cannot ride. Here's to the Little Wahine. May we know them, may we be them, may we raise them. All right, where's the Kleenex? Hang on.
Neil
It's-
and Chelsea
I'll be right
crying.
back. First time I've ever cried on the Off-Lit Radio Show. Oh, we made Frosty cry the other day. I guess I can cry.
Yeah.
beautiful.
It will make me cry to tear up. But
So
yeah.
let's go. Let's just go over all the places you can get the book. You can get the book for free on Instagram.
Yes.
If you actually want the book, you can get it where?
Yeah, so pre-order through the Kickstarter.
Okay, so you can pre-order through the Kickstarter, and you just can go to you just Google Little Wahine, WHINE Kickstarter, and it'll come up somewhere on the internet, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
So there's two places. Instagram, the handle at the Little Wahine.
Okay.
The link is in the bio.
Right.
To be able to pre-order, or you can just go to Kickstarter
And then find
yeah.
Little Wahine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think what's important to note is, you know, obviously the Santa Cruz community and the whole world has significantly been impacted this year.
Yeah.
So we understand that some people are not in a position to donate, and that's, you know, their support of sharing it is amazing.
Right,
so
right.
Please.
Right.
And then also, like, $1, you know, a cup of coffee. Like,
Right.
I think that that's amazing. So people can be able to donate whatever they're able to through the Kickstarter. Yeah.
So you've written this. Now you've written this book. What do you see in the, what do you see in the future? What's happening? Will there be another one, or
Maybe.
okay?
Maybe. I would say definitely focused on the present of making sure the Kickstarter is successful, because then we can,
Right.
you know, connect and partner with all these different organizations, foundations, and give free copies and get
Right.
them out across the world.
Was it fun to do?
So it's the sole project of my life.
Right.
Yeah.
And your mom was happy?
Yeah, my mom. My mom. The reason I'm laughing is because yes, my mom is happy. My mom read the book, and besides tearing up, she also every spread was like, Oprah needs to see this. Reese Witherspoon needs
Yeah.
to read this.
Well, you never know.
You know, and I mean, already I think I'm honored. Like, some of my favorite surfers' mothers have like donated and supported and shared the book.
Well, I'd like to share it on. I like to, you know, share it on Off the Radio Show. So in future shows, I like to have the book on the table and be able to promote it. You know,
Boom.
there it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, we did change. We added water to the cover, so that's one change. But
Okay.
besides that, yeah, we're honored. We're honored to be here, and thank you for having me on the show.
You're a star. You know, you're the podcast queen lately.
I don't
You know, I'm like the 12th guy podcast done. TC, we don't rank that high. But I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Neil. Appreciate you.
Tomorrow's show is 2 o'clock. No. 5 o'clock. The Joint Chiefs playing somewhere at Pleasure Point with me and the incredible band, the Joint Chiefs. So check that show out. Well, I got a bunch of shows coming up. So stay tuned to OffTheRadioShow.com. You can catch this show on live video on Santa Cruz Waves or Off the Radio Show Facebook pages, or you can catch it on Amazon Music, Pandora, all the places you can get the podcast at. I want to thank the lovely, and I want to thank her mom for adopting this kid who turned out to be so special, and she is just a lovely, lovely lady. And thank you once again.
Thank you, Neil.
You're welcome.